told everybody it'd be recorded. Anyway, my name's Tom McMurrin. I'm the CEO of DataBank.me. It's great to have you online with us. DataBank.me is a company that's all about you. You've been building your bank account for a long time. We're going to show you how to build your bank account and your data bank at the same time. Your data is very valuable, and we're going to prove that to you in this presentation. But we are building a super wallet for life so you can get paid for living every day. You're creating user-generated content every day. You're logging in, you're shopping, you're traveling places, you're checking in, you're surfing on the web. What if all that data went into your data file instead of Google's? Imagine that, okay? Exercising, putting in health data, all of those data points are very valuable. I'll give you an example. If you are interested in Forex trading and you type in Forex trading and you see an ad on Facebook and you click on it, that company is going to pay about $65 for that click. $65 for one click. So just a little information like that, or information about wanting to set up a brokerage account or any health related concerns, all of that is worth a lot of money. And we're going to show you how to profit from that by building your data bank. Now, while our company is officially called Super Wallet Incorporated, DataBank.me is really the concept that we're really pushing. And that, like I said, you've been building your bank account all your life. Now it's time to build your data bank. And could you imagine, I don't know how long you've been online. I've been online for at least 25 years. And, you know, I can only imagine how much data I've put into the internet, into Google search engine. We have this funny saying that for 25 years, we thought we were searching Google when in fact they were actually searching us. And that's probably why they're $1 trillion company today, or something around that number. But we have some really exciting market timing when you're looking at an opportunity. You know, if you're doing skin creams or anti-aging creams or vitamins, folks, I got news for you. You know, so is everybody else. When you look up super wallets, there's not anybody else doing it. We're a pioneer in the industry. We're a leader in the industry. And we've really caught an incredible vision to really focus on our core proposition, which is a digital wallet holds your money. It allows you to send and receive. But a super wallet does that, and it makes you money. So I don't know if you want a wallet that makes you money for activities that you're currently doing for free. That's the idea. So I want to turn my wallet into an asset rather than, say, a liability in many cases. I mean, some of these digital wallets charge you money to keep your money in the wallet every year. So that's a little bit of a crime. But the super wallet industry, when you're looking at a business opportunity, the one thing you want to really think about is the market timing good? Well, the digital wallet industry is a $1 trillion industry right now. That's with a T. That's a lot. You know, that's a big industry already. But it's expected to grow to $7 trillion over the next 5 years. Folks, that's $3.8 billion a day in growth. That's a lot of growth. And there's a couple macros, or what we call market factors or trade winds, that are pushing this yacht along. And it basically, when you look at smartphone adoption, about 35% of the world has a smartphone. And that leaves a lot of people that don't have a smartphone, about 4 billion people that don't have a smartphone, okay? So mobile adoption in the markets where we're really growing is growing by high single digits. We're talking 5 to 8% for mobile phone growth, smartphone growth. And another big factor that we're focused on is high-speed internet adoption, of course, with Starlink. They're going to bring the other like 60% of the world that does not have access to high-speed internet access. And I'm talking 140 megabyte download. I mean, I'm talking super fast. Like you could stream all of Game of Thrones at one time with that, so that's another macro or a trade wind that's pushing our sailboat along here. Okay. That's going to be big to have another 4 billion people with access to internet. All this is going to happen in the next 5 years. So how many of you want to retire in the next 5 years? Give me a 777 in the chat if you want to retire in the next 5 years. That would be a good thing to do. So 1,825 days. That's what we got to focus. And we got to get out there, and we got to be educators of not only crypto, but this incredible market timing and this incredible product that we're creating. Okay, we are a startup, and we've been around a couple of years, surviving the crypto industry. We now check all 5 boxes that are required to create a successful. Got lots of 777s. That's good to see. But anyway, a super wallet is going to be a little bit more souped up vehicle. We're going to put the gold package on your wallet. Okay. Super wallets will replace single function digital banking wallets. And we're going to add AI powered financial assistance that will not only help you save money, make money, invest money. Heck, these digital assistants are probably one day going to become your friend. They're probably going to help you solve life problems. And I'm going to show you some very powerful AI today that is going to melt your mind. I'm talking about I got home and I told my son about it a week ago or something, like I guess a week ago. And last night I came home and I think we spent about 5 hours talking about how this is going to change the game, not only for his company, but also for, my company. And so I should say our company. When we look at the super wallet, it's going to be a great place also to store your digital IDs and authenticate your documents. Many of you see that we have a partnership with Thrivacy, Dr. Gordon Jones' company, and that's what he does. So imagine you can produce a resume, say a job resume, but what if all of the data on it was authenticated, like all the background checks were authenticated and it had a seal of approval on it, where when you send your resume in, people know that your resume is legit. And that's going to kind of become the norm, because digital authentication is going to be a big piece of business. Anyway, when we look at wearable devices like fitness trackers and stuff in implants in clothes and things like that, digital sensors are popping up everywhere, folks. Eventually, it'll be in the threads of our clothes, and it'll check our body temperature. It'll check our pulse. It'll know everything, and that's good as long as that data is going into your file. Okay. So, when I look at, the information that we have going on, folks, it's really, really exciting, and so I look at, this industry, the future for wallets. It's a great place to be right now, as far as market timing. When we look at data as the new oil, folks, I don't know what to tell you, but 4 of the largest companies in the world are all based on data. Okay. So when we look at Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, they're 3 to 4 times larger than the largest fuel companies, and if you don't think data is valuable, ask yourself why these people are trillion-dollar companies. Okay. Got a great group on today, almost 50 people. Congratulations. But super wallet features, if you refer people to our software suite, we pay 100% commission. I don't think it gets much better than that. We have a 3% platform fee that we charge. That's the company's only revenue stream. So you're earning 100%, we're earning 3%. I think you're getting the better end of the stick there. Okay. We are a done-for-you marketing system for those that want to become ambassadors. We have 5 income streams, and all of our products are digital. We are going to be adding a Forex educational program, one of our first educational programs, to the back office. So look for that announcement coming up on Monday. One of the top traders in the industry is allowing us to have all of his educational programs in the back office, and you'll be able to buy them and get rewarded with data rewards for getting educated if you want to do Forex trading. So that'll be one of our first educational products. So Super Wallet users earn rewards for life activities that create data. And I'm talking, these are activities that you're currently doing for free. We want you to get paid for life, and we want you to own your data. And whether that means traveling, driving a car, shopping, internet, gaming, exercise, all of those things are things that you can get credit for. Some of the apps that we have, we're still working on. So we've got a few of them released right now. At the end of the year, I expect we will have 10 fully functioning apps that will reward you for generating data and putting data in your data bank. Let me explain. So with our company, we don't have a captive wallet. You never deposit wallet on our money on our platform. You have to bring your own wallet to the table, and we recommend Trust Wallet right now. And when you have your wallet, you connect it to our website, or in the event we will have a wallet that we're going to install in the mobile app. But again, that's going to be a non-custodial wallet, which means you control the private keys. Folks, if you don't own your keys, you don't own your money. And I think a lot of people learned a very hard lesson with FTX. And today we're focused more and more on Web3 because of the distrust these centralized platforms have really put into the industry. You have your own data vault. And what that means is, and I'm going to do a sample questionnaire with Brittany today so I can show you how those questions get added to your data vault. And that data is yours. We're a privacy first experience. So that data vault is encrypted. It is de-identified as well. So it has an NFT hash, an NFT cryptocurrency number associated with it. And when we start bringing on advertisers, if you start seeing ads on your website or you start seeing ads in your private message, that means you're getting payments as well. So we're going to share 70% of the ad revenue with all of our members. So phase one of our business plan is rewarding you to build your data vault. And then phase two is we're going to show you how to drive monthly income from your data. Okay. We also have My Suite. My Suite is a brand ambassador program. That's our done for you marketing program that starts at Basic Plus and above. We're building a DApp store, kind of like Apple has its own app store. We're going to be featuring the best decentralized apps in the industry. There's not a lot of them. Okay. So it's not, there's probably going to be 20 or 25 dApps. We've been doing a lot of research, and even though some of them look like they have a lot of volume, it's bots that are creating that volume. So the one thing you got to be careful of in this industry is it real or is it Memorex? For those that have a little bit of age on you, you know what I'm talking about. And so the DApp store will launch this month. We've got My Search, our private search browser. It's like an incognito window, and everything you search on it, instead of it going into Google's database, it's going to go into your My Data Vault. Okay. So you'll get paid for surfing the web and building your data bank at the same time. Also, My Marketplace is an Amazon style marketplace where you have the ability to refer providers or even set up a store yourself and sell your own products and services. I was on a call today with a gentleman who's got some car cleaning products. He said, "Can I put that on the marketplace?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then Brittany, the digital human assistant. You know, when you look at digital humans, folks, I'll melt your mind when you see it. And if you can imagine this combined with Chat GPT, what I'm going to show you today, I think it's just going to melt your mind. So digital humans are powered by, of course, artificial intelligence and AI, or AI and machine learning. AI pretty much detects patterns. It senses stuff. It senses emotion, whereas machine learning actually learns more about you and provides better answers. So you need a combination of AI and machine learning to have something cool like this. And then you add in blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. Well, now you've got a digital human being that can do 35 things better than a human being can. It could help you make better buying decisions. It could help you make better investment decisions. And it does it with 100% consistency. Okay. It doesn't need a vacation, doesn't need benefits. It works for all the time for you. And I believe that digital humans will eventually run 90% of DataBank.me in the next 24 to 36 months. But I wanted just to kind of expose you to what digital humans are and how they work. Soul Machines is powerful. We're raising capital right now. This is about a $250,000 investment for the company. And this will give us the ability, I need to give them permission for my microphone. Yes, let me get this out of the way and say, yes, allow. There she goes. Now she's going to pop up. Okay. So digital humans are really the future. And this is Viola right here. Let me turn up the volume here. Maybe you can hear her.
I'm designed to help you explore the world. Ask me a where, what, who, why, or how question, and let's see where we go.
So what is cryptocurrency?
Sorry, I can't answer that.
What is Bitcoin?
Wikipedia says Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency invented in 2008 by an unknown person or group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. The currency began use in 2009 when its implementation was released as open source software. See Edge. Here is a picture of prevailing Bitcoin logo.
So folks, that's just one question, but I could say, where is New Zealand?
Sorry, I can't answer that.
Sorry, Rupia, we can't find it. Where is New Zealand?
Sorry, I can't answer that.
All right.
Try asking a who, what, where, or why question.
Let's see, I can't think of one right now. Anyone. I think y'all get the idea.
Sorry, I can't answer that.
You get the idea that
Try asking a who, what, where, or why question.
Okay. Who was the 45th president of the United States?
Wikipedia says Donald John Trump is an American media personality and businessman who served as the 45th president of the United States from 2017 to 2021. Here is a picture of official portrait, 2017.
Anyway, I think you can kind of see the potential of that. With machine learning, we would feed all of our documents into the machine learning. And when you ask a question, she will ask.
If you want to know more, try asking something like, where was Donald Trump born?
Let's not do that. Probably enough Donald Trump, right? But anyway, when we put all of our company's information in there, the more you all ask her questions, she'll ask, did I answer your question? If she did, she'll get smarter and smarter and smarter. And there's even more advanced technology than that. So when you think about digital humans, what are my commissions for this week? Or I have a customer service question, or, anything you want to know. If it's on the internet, Viola, or in our case, Brittany, will know the answer. And by the way, they can detect your emotions. They can tell if you're sad. They can, if you're bobbing your head back and forth, they'll kind of bob their head back and forth. But it's a very cool technology. If you said, I want to make a 10% return per year on my money, what would be the best investment? She might ask your age, she might ask your income, and then she'd come back with an investor profile and say, probably the best investment would be, an assortment of technology stocks and the S&P 500 or something like that. Or Viola, I'd like to find a course on Forex trading, or I'd like to know more about options trading, or, I want to know why the sun, so hot, whatever you want to know. They'll be able to answer your question. Viola, what's the best place for me to buy dog food right now? Not only will she be able to tell you that, she'll be able to tell you the closest place because she knows your location because of your mobile app. And so imagine having a person like this on your mobile phone that you literally could figure out life's questions, So what is the meaning of happiness, Viola? I should have asked her that. I'll have to try that with her sometime. So, when you think about digital humans, that's going to be a big part of our business plan. We also have MySignal, which is a decentralized trading platform. Again, all of our products that we produce are Web3, which means you have to bring your own wallet to the table. And that's part of our educational process, is showing people how to set up your wallet, how to set up a custom token, how to acquire crypto, how to spin crypto. So remember, 95% of people in the world have never done a cryptocurrency transaction. So this is a great company for people to join, even at the free level, because they're going to learn some of these functions, and they're certainly going to get our Crypto 101 presentation when they first join. So it's a great place if you're a newbie and you don't know anything about crypto. don't be intimidated, because this process will walk you through it. Okay. As mentioned, we do have a DeFi trading platform through MySignal. Kind of looks like Binance. It's a little bit fancier than Pancake Swap, but you have the ability to buy and sell cryptos through that. We have a mechanism where if you have Bitcoin or USDT and you need to convert it to BNB, that's a mechanism we have on the site. We have a prepaid Visa card, and there's a lot more to this platform. There's Forex trading, there's futures trading, there's cryptocurrency signals. I don't want to blow your mind with all these tools, but MySignal is something that we're developing very closely with Chase Shiva. Many of you know him from the Web3 community and Smart Income. We're working in partnership with him to provide you with all of the first-class tools you need to be able to buy, sell, trade, swap cryptocurrencies, okay? I am happy to announce that in 2022, we were selected out of 450 companies to go through the #1 pre-seed incubator in the world. 6,000 companies have been through this incubator, and we graduated out of the 20 that finally made it to the finish line. We graduated #3. So we've been very well vetted and prepared by Silicon Valley, some of Silicon Valley's top consultants and investors. So it was a real honor not only to be in this program, but to have ranked so high. So when you're talking to people, you can say, hey, this is a #3 ranked Silicon Valley tech company. They love our vision. I mean, we did well because the vision is dialed in. We've got an amazing team. We'll always have a small team. I don't think there'll ever be more than 10 of us. Probably be leaning more on consultants and advisors. But our goal is to really keep it lean and mean and have the ability to grow. And of course, rely on more artificial intelligence to grow the company. Okay. We've got an incredible investor advisor and legal team. We're represented by a impact law firm out of San Francisco that has a lot of business in Africa. We have our Robert Griffith, our senior advisor, all pro safety, and worked with the NFL for 15 years, helping with the collective bargaining agreements. Davin Michaels, New York Times bestseller author, several friends that are very successful entrepreneurs in their own right. Lindsey Berg, 3-time Olympian volleyball player, 2-time silver medalist, definitely a big advisor and influencer, knows a lot of professional athletes that we're going to be talking to. Our tech team is world-class as well. We have Dr. Gordon Jones, who's the head of professor at blockchain in University of South Carolina. Christine Trampota is a 25-year expert in digital payments. We've got Sunil Sharma, who was the former head of product development at Meta, Mark Zuckerberg's right-hand man. Now he's the head of compliance and product development at I'm drawing a Circle Financial Group, and I need to put that on the slide. But Circle is, of course, the company that created USDC, and he's been an invaluable asset in helping understand digital payments and the kind of the future where everything's going, and also compliance as well. Brandon Smalley, 30-year friend, expert in metaverse, and then Pete Bigham was one of the Founder Institute. A couple of these people were Founder Institute mentors that joined our company. And he's our data privacy and data security expert. As mentioned, we are focused. We've been building our bank account for a long time. Now it's time for us to build our data bank. It's time for us to take back ownership of our data. And we call that a privacy first experience, folks. What that means is we can't even see your data until you authorize us to with a Web3 signature, which means you need to connect your wallet and you need to do a signature on your NFT to decrypt or encrypt your data. And you have the ability to go through that data and say, hey, I want to share this, I don't want to share that. And your data is going to be broken into 4 different categories. Personal data, like your name, social security number, birth date, all of that stuff's not very valuable because there's been so many major companies hacked. That data is all over the internet. Then there's business data, which is, are you self-employed? Do you own insurance? What's your income? That's a little bit more valuable. Do you have a professional license? Geolocational data is very important, very valuable, because if we know that you buy dog food on average every 28 days, if AI picks that up and you're near your favorite pet food store and it's day 26, it may pop up and say, by the way, you might be out of dog food. We got a 10% coupon off at Pets World. Go pop by there. And then we've got health data, folks. Your health data has been blocked from you by the medical industry. And with our program, you're going to be able to put your health data in there. And that's an exciting thing, because when you think about it, that health data is very valuable. I mean, if you're a diabetic, you're trying to lose weight, if you take insulin, if you wear a fitness tracker, there are pharmaceutical companies that may want to market to you, and they're going to pay big dollars to do it, because that medication could be very expensive and they want you as a customer. But if you are seeing that ad, folks, let me repeat, you are getting paid. Okay. So if you're seeing an ad anywhere on your platform, you're getting paid. And again, we assign an NFT address to your data file, to your de-identified data file. So the only thing that connects you to that data file is the NFT address. Okay. Even if they were to hack our system for any reason, they wouldn't know whose data it belongs to. So when we de-identify it, that's an important thing. And you control whether it's, it's kind of like your credit systems. You can go in and lock your credit profile. It's the same concept. You can go in and lock your data file if you don't want to be seeing ads. If you're like, hey, I'm not making enough money on this, I don't want my data to be public. I don't want it to be available. You can do that. Okay. Now, as far as our brand ambassador program, you say, okay, Tom, you got a cool product, you got cool market timing, you got a cool team. Tell me about the system. How do we share this with people? And, it's funny, we have a 1 minute per day exercise that we do to make sales. And I'm going to do a little bit of training on that real quick. We have this document called the 15-day challenge. Let me blow this up a little bit in size and give you a little bit of insight to it. There we go. So here's a little description of the 15-day program. And we've got links for your images. We've got a lead tracking document. We've got auto responses when people like your post. Folks, all you have to do is put in your links, copy it, and send it to the person. Okay. And if you don't like the way it sounds, you can go into ChatGPT and create a bunch more, like I did this morning. So all of these new ones that say name in front of them, ChatGPT wrote these for me. I took one of the old ones and I put it in there and I said, write 4 more versions of this in a compelling, exciting tone. And it did the writing for me. We're going to show you an example of that today. I have a resident expert on ChatGPT on the line with us today, and he's going to give you some insight into that. Now, we have 15 posts, okay? And these posts, you just post one a day. Folks, all you have to do is grab the image or the text, copy it, okay? Go to Facebook, all right? Let me go to my Facebook name. There's my beautiful family. And look at that one. Here's Oak Woodley. How about this text right here? Couldn't be a better testimony. So glad with my free enrollments this evening. 7 already and counting. How about that? There's a straight up testimonial. Wasn't even planned. Thanks for sending that to me, Oak Woodley. I might share that on social media. But when you look at it, look at this, how easy this is. Paste. It's all you got to do. And then you just click. You can go get your image from the image file, pick one of these 60 different images. Let's say I want to just use this one, right click, save image. Okay. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to save it right there. And I'm going to go back to Facebook and I'm going to post that image. Okay. Click right there, go to wherever I downloaded it. And that's all there is to it. Now, everybody who likes that post, I consider that a soft indication of interest. And I will actually go send them a private message with our link. So I'll go back to, so let's say somebody liked it. Let's go to my profile real quick. And you can see 60 seconds a day, folks. If you can do this for 15 days, you'll see that it works. Okay. So there's my new post. Here's one right here. Got 3 likes on it. Kate Miller. Okay. So I don't know who Kate Miller is. I will click that. She's not even a friend, but she saw this, my post. And so what I'm going to do is, of course, add her as a friend. And then I'm going to go to Kate's profile and I'm going to grab it. Thank goodness it was sometimes that's risky to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put in Kate Miller, and I'm going to put her profile right here. I've copied her profile, and after I send her the message, I know she's in the United States, so USA, and I'm going to hit yes. I've sent her a private message, and then, folks, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep track. Did they attend the webinar? Did they do their Zoom appointment? Did they become a member? Folks, I got like 20 leads on here, and I got like 5 or 6 of them that have become members. Okay. So when we see that, it's very cool. And how many people have purchased and how much money have I made? So, almost $4,000 out of 20 leads, that's pretty good numbers when you have a 20% conversion rate. And folks, where performance is not tracked, performance cannot be improved. Okay. And if I look at this and I go, wow, in the last week of generating these 20 leads, folks, I've probably maybe put 10 hours into it, and if you've made $4,000 in 10 hours, you made $400 an hour, $400 an hour. That might be a little bit more than you're making in your current job. So if you'll just do the post a day, and I'm gonna give you one other tip while we're on social media, I'm going to show you as you go down it, you can see I have other posts in here as well. Now I do a lot of posting because I do a lot of training and stuff like that, but I would recommend, like, I use quotes, I put pictures of my family, I retweet other people's stuff, I like classic cars, but it's amazing. I put articles from CoinDesk because, folks, I'm in cryptocurrency. I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm leading the revolution of the new money. Okay. And that's exciting. Here's another article, but look at this post, 14 likes on it. Okay. And I can go through that list and I can see there's about 5 or 6 people that aren't members. I'm going to send them a private message. Okay. One of these guys liked about 5 posts and he ended up buying a silver on the 5th post after he saw 5 posts. So when you look at our marketing program here, we actually create a story for you, and you'll just post once a day for 60 seconds, do your post. It's going to tell a story to all your followers. Now, another thing to consider is only 6% of your followers are online at any one time. So you don't have to worry. It's not like you're bothering people by posting too much. I'll post 5 times a day, not all business posts, but, post at least 5 times a day. So we have all the posts written for you. And again, with Chat GPT, you're going to be able to take it and say, Chat GPT, please rewrite this in 5 different versions in Spanish, and it'll rewrite it for you in Spanish. Okay. And I'll bring up our resident expert in Chat GPT, where he can give you some tips about how to use it more effectively and what are some of the best practices and prompts and things like that. Like, for example, using the word rewrite, or, different prompts that you need to know for it to work better for you, and being more descriptive, with AI. And if you say, I want it to be compelling, I want it to have a sense of urgency, it'll write it in that fashion, and it'll write it better than most writers do, which is really cool. So anyway, that is our program. So notice how I have those documents pinned up here in my upper left-hand corner. So every morning when I wake up, I have my document, I have my images, I have my lead tracking sheet, and I have my open AI, my Chat GPT open. So, and why this is important is because it's really good. If everybody's posting the same post, Facebook might pick up on that and they start, shadow banning people. So I think it's important that every single one of you have a, unique content. So I think it's really important that if you're going to be a professional in this business, that you learn this technology, and we'll get into that in just a minute. So I'm going to wrap up the presentation here, but our program is a 3-step program, and our free product is $110 in value, folks. So if you can give away $110 to get people to put their name and email address, you're going to do real well with this, because the minute they sign up for free, they're going to be getting emails from us. They're going to be getting updates, and the reality is, the more people you put in free members, the more paid members you're going to get. life is a numbers game. Okay. The more people you make free members, the luckier you're going to get. Okay. But identify people who want more wealth, happiness, and freedom. That's pretty much everybody, right? Maybe find people that are interested in cryptocurrency and information, or people that want to make more money. There's a lot of people out there. The economy's hurting right now, so there's a lot of people looking. If you take the 15-day challenge and follow our system, you're going to get signups. Okay. And then once you've identified somebody, they've liked your post, or they've said, PM me some information, private message me some information, then you invite them to a webinar. And I do the webinar every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And folks, you don't have to be an expert. I wrote every word on this presentation. I designed everything. I probably know the company a little bit better than most. Okay. So allow me to explain it, and you sit back, let me be the expert. Let the CEO do the work for you. As I tell everybody, you got me for three hours a week, put me to work, and become an expert inviter and an expert sharer. That's really all you have to do. And I know people are a little bit confused like that's like, no, Tom, I should be doing my own meetings. I should be the expert. More power to you. Go do that. I'm not saying don't do that, but your friends have seen you enroll in 5 or 10 deals or 10 deals in the last 5 years. And they're like, yeah, this is just another one. But bring them to the presentation so they can see all the people that we have that are interested, in everything that's going on with the company. And then once they're in the system and they've activated their free membership, that begins the journey of the 5 E's, where they get educated on cryptocurrency. They learn how to set up a wallet. They learn how to acquire cryptocurrency. They learn how to spend cryptocurrency, because you have to use cryptocurrency to sign up with us. We don't take Visa, MasterCard. Okay. And then you get engaged. You start sharing our system with other people. You do the 15-day challenge, and all of a sudden somebody attends the webinar that you invited, and they say, hey, I want to upgrade. Well, guess who they have to buy the software suite from? They have to buy it from you, because you invited them. They're connected to you. They can't get their license code from anybody else. They have to buy it direct from you. And by the way, they pay you directly. You don't send any money to the company. We're giving you 100% of the commission sale up front, so they can pay you in Naira. They can pay you in pesos. They could pay you in any currency that you want. Okay. Dinar, whatever, gold dust, however you want to be paid. You may barter and say, hey, I need my house painted. You want a platinum subscription, paint my house, so that's the cool thing. And by the way, I do believe, and somebody said this the other day that I was talking to, I think bartering is going to become very popular, because inflation is just making everything too expensive. The governments are printing people into poverty, and we have an answer for that, folks. We have a deflationary token that it's getting more valuable. Okay. Every time somebody signs up, our token is getting more valuable. Hold on to that thought for a minute. I'm going to explain it. But folks, when you start making money and all of a sudden your network starts growing, we use a genealogy tracking system in the background. I'm not going to go into our DataBank network today, but we track everybody who invites everybody to our company. So when products and services are being sold, well, we know how to credit it. Okay. Again, we have a complete back office. I'll actually show you the live back office. Let me log out of this account and log into another one real quick. Enrollments are booming. It's good to see that. So in your My Suite, you'll see My Suite if you're Basic Plus or above. So if you're a Member Plus, you won't see it, not until you upgrade. Okay. And that's what we call a freemium to premium product sale. And then once you're in there, for example, this guy Tom signed up and he wants to buy a Prime from me. I'm going to go ahead and launch my code generator, because I have to generate a license code for him. So I'm going to put in Tom plus AD. I think that's, let me change that, plus sign. And there he is. So I find him in my database because I signed him up. He came through my webinar link. And then all I have to do is select the product that he wants, generate his license code. Okay, y'all can screenshot that. You can try and use it. It won't work for you. It'll only work for Tom. and it'll only work. He has to pay me to get that license code. Okay. So he pays me directly $100. I give him some tokens and his license code so he can unlock his account. All right. So, and by the way, there's a $50 a year annual renewal fee unless you've enrolled 5 people. If you've enrolled 5 people, we waive that. But every year, if you say, hey, I want to keep my account alive, you're going to have to reach out to your sponsor and pay them $50. So we have residual income as well. And we also have compression. So if somebody you signed up dropped out and they enrolled a whole bunch of people, those people are going to be contacting you. You're going to roll up to them and they're going to be contacting you to get their renewal license code. Okay. So with the license code system, you are selling a software suite, folks. We don't sell tokens with our packages. We sell software that generates data, and we're paying you for generating that data. So you're earning data rewards. So we do not sell tokens with our packages, but you do have the ability to acquire quite a few of them over a 1-year period with our packages. And I'll share that here in a minute. But anyway, our back office includes marketing. So you have all of your marketing pages. If you need a landing page to drive traffic to, we've got really high converting landing pages that are available for you. We've got an auto webinar registration. So if they just want to watch instantly an 11-minute webinar, they can choose instant replay. Remember, any of these forms they fill out, they're registered to you and they get an activation email automatically for the Member Plus subscription worth $110. Okay. So that's a cool feature. Our Zoom links are here. Everything's here. Somebody in another state wants to enroll and they're ready to go. Just copy your external enroll link and send it to them. And you'll see it's all affiliate coded. It has your ID in the code, so we know you're the one that signed them up. We also have all the documents that you need: fast start guide, compensation guide, bifold brochure. And what's great about that with ChatGPT, I'll be able to translate all this stuff a lot cheaper than what we were looking at. But we'll have the ability to have this in just about every language that we're in, every country that we're in. So we're going to be working on that process as well. Need a seminar flyer to print off to be able to hand out to people at the seminar? We've got one right there for you. So it's a comprehensive, done for you, Mark. Got the PowerPoint presentation I'm showing you is right here. So if you want the link, just copy this little copy button and it'll copy to your clipboard and you can go paste it in the URL and see the slide deck that I'm showing you right now. And then, of course, we've got all the social media banners and everything that you need to succeed. Okay. So, and we're going to be adding to this. What this is going to look like a year from now is going to be staggering. In fact, one of the things we're looking at doing is when you share these pages from our back office, we're actually going to reward you every time you share them. So you may earn up to $25 a month for sharing this 25 times online. Okay, so that's going to be another thing, is share to earn, where you just come back here and click share and put it on WhatsApp or whatever. And when we see that it's posted, we'll be able to reward you instantly with, say, $1 worth of data rewards for sharing. Okay, isn't that cool? We're paying you to market. All right. So when we look at, the opportunity, folks, we're really dialing in a bunch of ways for you to generate these data rewards that they turn into our cryptocurrency. Okay. Mentioned, put me to work 3 days a week. I do the webinar. I do it pretty much the same every time. I'm here to answer questions. I like being on the front line with you. Let's go over the products real quick. As I mentioned, everybody comes in for free, and they get $50 credited to their account for signing up for free. And they can test drive our MyXFit. They can download the app on the Android store. We will have the Apple app live, hopefully in January. Apple's a little tough. But once we have that launched, you'll be able to make $5 a month just doing your steps every month. That way you can kind of see how we actually pay and get that going. But folks, no money out of pocket. And in the first year, you can earn $110 of our crypto. What if this was 2009 and I told you you could make $60 a year earning Bitcoin, $60 a year? Most of you would have got, that's funny money. That's Farmville money. That's stupid. $60 of Bitcoin in 2009, you wouldn't be on this webinar today. You'd be sitting on your own private island somewhere. So I look at people that kind of turn their nose up at free crypto. especially when you have a company like ours that checks all 5 boxes. I mean, we have a complete operational ecosystem for cryptocurrency that's growing. Okay. And we have real reasons why people are going, to that. And so when you look at, did I explain that the data rewards, the $50 plus the 60 is 110. Okay. So that's the math on it. And then obviously basic, if you want to start referring people, Basic Plus includes the My Suite. Oh, I see a mistake there. I didn't change that. So yeah, it includes the My Suite. Instant Fix, only the CEO can do that. But when you look at this, $35, folks, you have a business you can start making money with for $35. You get 50 for signing up for free. You get 50 for filling out the first Brittany questionnaire, $60 for My Search using the browser, $180 for exercising. Look at that, $35. You're getting 10x the value for your subscription. And that's if you don't recruit anybody. Okay. So I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to do this, because they're already walking every day. Most people are. Filling out a questionnaire that takes about 5 minutes is no big deal. Signing up for free is pretty easy. And then of course you have all the referral links as well. Okay. The popular programs, of course, Silver's 50% off in the first. And by the way, this is a one-time fee. Okay. You don't have to pay that ever again. That's a one-time fee. And that's for your software license. Once you have the software license, you have access to the apps. These apps will generate income for you. And you can look back 5 years from now, folks, and say, I made $100 million exercising. I feel like the happiest guy or gal on earth. Okay. Silver, let's go through this one real quick. You get $1,100 for filling out Brittany questionnaires. That's about 200 questions. It's a lot of work, but you get a nice bump for doing that work. Okay. $300 a year for using My Search, doing 50 searches per month. 6% if you refer a provider to the marketplace. So if I refer Nick's Vitamins to the marketplace, well, if he sells something like $100 worth of vitamins, I'm going to make $6. So I'm going to get a transaction fee off of everything Nick sells for the rest of my life, as long as my account is current. Okay. My Signal, you gain access to $110 a month for My XFit. You get 100% peer-to-peer commission selling. So folks, any one of these products, you sell a Prime, they pay you directly. They don't pay the company. Okay. So you could start today. I got Clyde online. I'm sure he's got an army lined up. The minute he finds somebody that wants to sign up, they will send him the money directly. So if he has people on this webinar today that say, I'm in, I want Silver, they're going to send him $550. Okay. So when you look at the opportunity, you also have the binary compensation plan. You have the level 2 leadership bonus. That's 2 levels of matching bonus, 1% of the total sales of the company. If you qualify for that, you have to have at least $500 in binary income to qualify for that. The redemption schedule is 9 months. So if you earn $900 this month, you'd be able to mint $100 worth of it each month for 9 months. So we do have a redemption schedule on each one of these packages. There's a binary income cap of $1,100 per week. There is no income cap on the leadership development bonus. Okay. So you can make good money with the binary. You're going to make a lot of money with the leadership development bonus if you're developing leaders. Okay. $3,000 in value for $550. So that's pretty straightforward. Okay. I like our packages because they provide more value, and that's without having to recruit anybody. Then I think that's a real plus. A lot of these companies, you have to recruit half of China to make any money. Now, as mentioned, 100% peer-to-peer direct commissions. We have a fast start bonus. If you refer 2 members in your first 30 days, you get an extra $600 in bonuses. We have the binary and we have the leadership development bonus. And of course, we have the 1%, 2%, and 3% bonus pool at the silver level and above. Okay. Now, when we talk about peer-to-peer commissions, when you go into business, if you decide you're going to become an ambassador, it's very important for you to be set up to be able to take payments. Okay. And what we mean by that is you need to be able to take Zelle or PayPal or Venmo or Bitcoin, because people are going to want to pay you. and you got to be set up to, to be able to buy that software. All right. You got to be able to sell it and provide them their license code, because you're selling a software to them. Okay. A software suite, a suite of apps. And of course, at Basic Plus, you can sell any package that we offer. So you don't have to be silver to sell silver. We don't play any games like that, like some companies do. All right. Last thing I want to talk to you about, and we're going to get into the Chat GPT training here in a minute with our resident expert. I'm excited to have on board. He's a very special person in my life, my big youngster, but he's going to be giving you some insight into Chat GPT, how to set it up. He's been having a lot of fun with it. He's using it to build his company. And there's a lot of cool things that we can do with it. But let me talk to you about one of the most important things that we have here: token burning. Okay. I talked about, and I want to do this real quick. I want to go through the 5 things that you must have to have a successful cryptocurrency. Now, really write these down. I sent them out by email. I'll post them in the chat today when I'm done, while Davis is doing the Chat GPT training. But it's very important for you to understand, you must have an easy way for people to mine tokens. Okay. Buying a big computer and downloading software and writing scripts, the average person can't do that. But you know what they can do? They can download an app and they can walk around the block. Okay. The definition of mining is an exchange of energy for value. You see all these companies that are doing these airdrops and they're giving away tokens for free. Every broke person I know in the world is doing that. Okay. You know why? Because there's no energy exchange for that value. It's just a free giveaway. When you get money for free, even look at lottery winners, they blow through it. Okay. So when you think about building a successful cryptocurrency system, you got to have easy mining. And we have that. Answer a questionnaire, share this with somebody else, surf the web, exercise. These are all things. Shop. These are all things we're doing on a daily basis. Okay. So we're not changing any of your habits. We're just saying, hey, install our apps, connect them to your digital wallet, and make money doing what you're already doing for free. Okay. The benefits of token burning and reducing supply. So number one, when we look at the easy mining, number 2, you got to have utility or usability of your token. Utility means it's like I watch my boys play video games and they got to use their tokens to buy the next level up, or the cool bulletproof vest, or a new life, or whatever, a cool gun, whatever these video games offer. But they use tokens to buy those. That's using it as a utility token. Okay. With us, when you sign somebody up, you have to use the token as a utility token. You got to give them some tokens with their license code. Okay. So that gives you some ability to liquidate some of your tokens. Okay. So that's a utility token. Okay. And we burn 90% of those tokens, by the way. So every time you sign somebody up, our supply reduces. And folks, when you have a deflationary token, meaning a reducing supply, and you have increasing demand, that is like the holy grail of money making formulas right there. So our job as a company is to produce a superior super wallet with 10 apps that are going to help you build your data bank, give you opportunity to make money. We've got to provide a superior product. We do that, we're going to have increasing demand. Well, every person you sign up is automatically going to reduce our token supply. So think about it like this. If the United States government or your government said, every time you buy gasoline, we're going to remove that money from the money supply, we're going to burn it. Okay. What that means is the money that you're saving is going to become more valuable because there's going to be less and less and less of it. Okay. You don't have to go to economics 101 to understand this. If you have increasing demand and decreasing supply, guess what's going to happen? Okay. Your token price is going to go up. So I like to tell people we designed this thing to go up in value. All right. So 90% of the tokens that we use to sign people up, pay renewal fees, pay ambassador business suite fees, those tokens are burned. So that will reduce the supply. Think about it here for a minute. If we have 50 billion tokens, let's say, and you own 500 million of them, you own 1%. Okay. guess what happens if we burn down to 25 billion tokens and you don't sell any of yours? You don't own 1% anymore. You own 2% of the total supply. So it's an incentive for people to hold on to their tokens, because the longer they hold on to them, a bigger piece of the pie that they own. Okay. Of course, the other methodology we know is called staking, and staking is inflationary. It just creates more supply most of the time, okay, at a later date. And you don't want to create more supply of your token, okay? You want to reduce it over time so it becomes more rare, right? Okay. So when we think about utility and usability, utility is we're using it to enroll people and we're burning those tokens. Usability is easy to understand. Usability means I can go to the marketplace and I can use it to buy products and services. When I hear these people on Capitol Hill go, cryptocurrency is nothing but a scam and it's backed by nothing and it can't be used as a currency, folks, I pay for my AT&T phone bill every month with Bitcoin. Okay, so how can it not be a currency if the largest phone company in the United States is willing to take it for payment? Go to your AT&T website if you have AT&T and see they take Bitcoin for payment. Okay, so it is a currency. And even if it does go up in value, they're like, well, if it goes up in value, it's a security. Well, dang, doesn't the dollar go up and down as well? And they call it a currency, right? But it goes up and down in value. So maybe it's a security. So when you think about what we're doing, folks, we really have a superior design with usability and utility. Okay. As mentioned, you need to have the third thing, you need to have a token retention plan. Ours is token burning. Okay. We want you to retain your tokens. We want you to hodl your tokens, because when you do that, you end up having a bigger piece of the pie. Okay. It's nice having a bigger piece of the pie. All right. So token burning and of course staking are those two incentive mechanisms. We believe in token burning. We'll probably never do token staking. It's just not going to be in our future. The fourth thing that you must have to make a token valuable is you got to have liquidity. Okay. So with us, you can go walk around the block, earn some tokens. Once you have enough tokens, you can then turn them around and sell them to somebody for the same price that you minted them or more. Once the token price goes up, then you have the ability to sell your tokens. So that's liquidity. Or you can go to PancakeSwap, a decentralized exchange, and you can sell them there. We don't have a lot of volume. I feel sorry for some of the people that are selling on the exchange, because they're getting a much lower price than they would if they sold them to somebody else to join the company. In fact, they get 300x less if they sell it on the exchange. If I want 300x more, folks. I want to buy cheap and sell high. So I buy them on the exchange and I sell them to people that want to enroll. Remember the adage, buy low, sell high? That's how you get rich. Buying high or earning high and selling low is how you get poor. Okay, so let's just make sure we're all aware of that. Sorry for my sarcasm, but I feel bad because I built this company to help lift people out of poverty, and I see them earning high and selling low, and it's heartbreaking to me. Okay, so when we look at that, you have an opportunity of arbitrage to be able to go buy tokens on the exchange for 0.5 zeros and a 3, and you have the ability to sell them for 3 zeros and a 7, 300x on your money. Who's doing that? Okay, that's a great return. I like that. Okay, that makes more sense to me. And we're burning 90% of those tokens that you're using to sign people up, which is even better. Okay, so when you think about liquidity, you can sell them to a new member to join. You can sell them on the exchange, and when the marketplace launches, you'll be able to use them as a currency. So we have 3 methods of liquidity, and that's important because when people earn it, there's another company that. There was not one company around, I won't call the name, but it was one company that you could earn all the tokens in the world, but they didn't have any liquidity, and they didn't have a market price and they weren't real. Ours is real. We have a public blockchain. We're on the Binance blockchain. You can see every transaction we do. Everything's public. We've made our corporate wallets public. You can track everything we do. We believe in 100% transparency, and that's the way it should be. Okay. The last box you got to check. So we went through mining, we went through usability, utility, we went through staking and burning, we went through liquidity. And the last thing I want to talk to you about, and it's absolutely the most important thing, is you got to have the ability to, you got to have a natural reason why people want to go to the exchange to buy your token. Okay. Put in the chat, what's the only thing that makes a token go up in value? What is the only thing that makes a token go up in value? Who's got the right answer? What's the only thing that makes buy the token? Dang, that's the only thing, folks. Not press releases, not being listed on Binance. That doesn't make a token price go up. What makes, and by the way, it costs $500,000 to get listed on Binance. So for all those that want to get listed on Binance, just cut me the check and I'll get us listed on Binance. Okay. We don't have that kind of budget. And furthermore, after what happened to FTX, I think I'm really happy with decentralized exchanges anyway. Okay. Buy the token, demand. Oak Woodley got it right. Okay. So creating demand for people to buy the token is what works. Well, guess what? All of these ambassadors that are joining our company that are going to be opening Suriname and Brazil and Thailand and Vietnam and India and Pakistan and the UK and New Zealand and Australia and Mexico, and the list goes on and on. We have leaders popping up all over the world right now that are figuring out that we have checked all 5 boxes. That last box is the most important, folks, because you can pump out press releases, you can create joint ventures, but if people aren't creating wallets, if they're not doing transactions, if there's not natural market trading, I had it, somebody sent me a token the other day. They said they were going to be able to make 130% on this token. And I went and looked at the blockchain. Every single transaction was done by a bot. I'm like, dude, you're not going to make a dime on that because that bot is going to step in the way every time and take the sale before you even be able to sell. Okay. So you got to be careful in this industry with these technology, these bots, they create a lot of fake volume. And I'm going to say this last thing on this slide. We have made a commitment to you. No bullshit. Okay. No fake bots, no fake volume, a high quality product. And the most important point right here, we are going to have one of the only tokens in the world backed by a real asset. And if you don't think your data is a real asset, you need to check yourself. You need a neck up from the check up from the neck up, as we like to say. Okay. But that is what makes this so exciting. And we checked all the boxes. We got the right business plan. We got right market timing. We got the right team. Folks, we got the right comp plan. We have it. Okay. So I want you to be very clear about it. And I just really wanted to deliver an awesome presentation to you today, folks. That's the end of it. Getting started is really easy. Just enroll for free. Attend a webinar, come to one of these 1-hour webinars and really wrap your head around. If you want to build a huge amount of money, you got to invest a little time getting to know this stuff. Okay. If you've only got 20 minutes to get rich, you're fooling yourself. Okay. Purchase a Plus subscription, start earning and redeeming data rewards and become an ambassador, and just have patience with us as we build this over the year. By the end of the year, we will have the best online marketing system of any company out there. We will have the best apps. We'll have everything you do, the best comp plan, instant 100% commissions. How can you get any better than that? With a Web3 focus and a commitment to as much decentralization as we can. I think that's very important. Okay, folks, we're building a super wallet for living so you can get paid for life. Just get back with the person who invited you to DataBank.me and secure your Plus subscription today. Thanks for your time. We're going to go ahead and jump into the chat GPT. And I'm excited about this because I'm gonna let my son do the training, and I'm gonna rest my vocal cords for a minute. But I hope you're excited about the company. Again, DataBank.me is a company that's all about you. You've been building your bank account for a long time. Maybe 2020 wiped it out, but now it's time to get back busy. Start doing that 60-second post every day, 1 minute a day. If you will take our 15-day challenge, upgrade to that $35 package. So you have the ability to enroll people, you will see that you will have one of the most exciting businesses that you could ever imagine. So let me do this. I'm going to bring up my son and I'm going to get him online with us. Let me see if I can find him and make him co-host real quick. Probably down here on Player Wallet somewhere. Where are you, Player? Where are you? Davis, maybe he's under Davis. There he is. I got him now. I'm going to make you co-host. I think I can do that. No, I can't make you co-host. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute you, Davis. I'm going to do that. Davis, are you there? Testing 1, 2, 3. He's down on the farm. There he is.
Here.
Hey, buddy, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to show you guys ChatGPT.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna
name
give you
is.
permission to do screen share so you can take over the screen, and I'm gonna stop my screen share. And again, it's great to have you online. Davis is my youngest, biggest child. We call him man child. He's not a child anymore. He's getting a little older. But it's he's got my mind, which is kind of scary. But he's a lot farther ahead than I was when I was 21 years old, and it's got a very exciting concept called Player Wallet that he's building, and he's helping kids get scholarships that normally wouldn't get them. He helps improve their chances of getting scholarships with a digital player card, and it's a really cool concept. So if any of you know people that would be interested in that space, if you got teachers, he eventually will have a global platform. And I think soccer probably, or football, as they say, probably will become one of the biggest projects of his company. So I'm excited to see his development. And he's actually got selected by Founders Institute, and he's going through that right now. And man, your class got wiped out. I mean, I think you guys are down to like nine people or 8 people or something like that.
Started with 70 people and we have 7 left. So
not an easy course, is it?
no, it's not.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to give you a screen share. Why don't you give people a little bit of insight on Chat GPT and how they can do it? I have some examples as well that I've got. You've got a lot of my content there, so you should be able to give them some ideas. I think a big thing, Davis, is a lot of these people are from all around the world, and they may want to know how to put it into Spanish, or they may want to know how to put it into a different language. So that would be a good exercise. But I think the most important thing, folks, is you got a powerful tool that's going to help you create as much content as you want in a really great way. So take over, Davis.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Dave Smyrn, again, Tom's son, and he mentioned my company, and I was kind of playing around with it last night, and I realized the application that I can have for basically anything, from rewriting like Tom's like emails. Say you don't like the tone of it and you want to change it, take it from friendly to professional, and or to speaking to a parent or speaking to a child or speaking to somebody else from a different perspective. So there's a lot of applications here for it. I'm going to share my screen.
He did say it'll fix my grammar too, folks. For people who are those grammar police, I'm going to be running all my emails through Chat GPT from now on.
Yes. So there's a tendency to miss commas and periods the right way. So it fixes all of that for you. So I am sharing my screen now. So this is what it looks like. It's a very, very simple sign-up process. Google authentication. It took me 2 clicks to get into the system. So it's pretty impressive how easy it is to sign up, as well as it being completely free for the time being. So I have a few examples here, and I have a key takeaways that I kind of want to cover first. I've probably studied this for 8 hours now, very in depth, and watching videos on it, and just really, really digging into it, seeing how it can perform under a stress test practically. So my key takeaways are: be direct. When you want it to write an article, say, write this article, instead of, can you write this article for me? Because when you add the can you write this article for me in front of it, you're basically asking it if it has the ability to write an article, which it does. And so you have to specify and be very direct. So this program will remember everything in a single chat. So everything I say in this chat that we're about to go into, it will remember and be able to basically go back and use the information once said to help you later on. So like an example, if you see on the left, I have the CEO request for help. So I was asking a few questions about like business problems and kind of business structure of the company. And I basically dumped maybe 40 pages of information into this chat box. And then it asked me the question. It was like, hey, what do you want me to do with this? I said, can you write that sounds persuasive, conversational, and professional at the same time? And within 5 seconds, it wrote me something. Third, if you do not ask the right questions, it will not give you the best answers. You have to be able to ask the right questions. And a big thing that I've done is just go online and search best chat GPT questions. And when you can continually follow up with it, say it wrote you an email, but it sounds way too complex. Like there's so many big words in it, etc. Just say, make it a little more simple, a little more concise, and go from there. So, and then the last thing, talk to it like a very smart human. That's what I have learned from my time using it. I mean, it feels like you're talking to a very smart person, somebody that is much smarter than you and can type a lot faster than you. So we'll do a little example, a little case right here. So always introduce yourself. You want it to know, you want the program to know your name so it can refer to you as you like do more or write emails and etc. So we can actually give your title and your name. So hello, my name is Davis McMurran. I am a brand ambassador. Oh, spelling is off right now. For DataBank. Not me. And it instantly starts talking to me. It's nice to meet me. What is your role? It asks you, what is your role and what does DataBank do? So we're going to have to, let's just say I am a sales manager and DataBank, then blank. So where do we get this information? Obviously, my dad has given y'all so much information over the past like few months and year probably now about DataBank, but I'm just going to go to executive summary and copy and paste practically what the company is. So I copy this, I go back to it, and I put it in. And then, so the more you teach it and the more input you give it, it's going to give you better search results. So if I didn't specify what DataBank was or my role, it wouldn't know how to write for me. So specific questions. I mean, let's say I have a few articles over here, and like a big thing is like with the emails, I mean, you want to have uniqueness, as my dad said. And when you're talking to people, you want to be able to obviously know what you're talking about. So if you don't understand some words, you can make it more simple. If you think the article is too simple, make it a little more complex. If you think post one is a little too short, let's make it a little bit longer. So let's copy and paste this in. So I'd be like, rewrite this in a more complex way. I just do a colon and I paste it in. And it instantly starts talking back to me on a more complex version of post one. Oh, my Wi-Fi is failing. Great. I don't have the best Wi-Fi down at the farm.
Just refresh the screen. And if I need to take over, Davis, we can use my screen and I can give you mouse control on my screen. Try it again. If it doesn't work, I'm going to give you, I'm going to bring it up on my screen and you can do, I'll give you a control of my screen so you can use it on mine. Try it again.
All right, so I'm trying it again. So rewrite this article in a more complex way. I paste it and it starts talking back to me and in a much more clear way, because my dad's a great writer, but sometimes the way he like structures this isn't always correct and not always super understandable, but this will take it and just tear it apart and put it back together very quickly.
All right, you're
and
fired.
You can see, Yeah.
You're fired. You're fired.
You're my dad, I'm allowed to say it. But now I would say this is a little too long for me, because if I'm just having a conversational piece about data is the new oil, I don't want to say all these words. Let's make it a little more like simple. So rewrite that article into, let's say, 50 words, because I mean, you're really not going to get more than that if you're just meeting somebody as you're walking by. And it shortens it down into 50 words instantaneously. And it's obviously more simple because there's a lot less information, but it has the same essence. So another or a big thing that I have learned from it too is tone. And because when you're speaking to a variety of different people, whether it's male, female, old, young, or anything else, you're going to be speaking a different tone to them, because obviously you're a salesman and you want to be able to appeal to them. So let's take post number 2 and let's write it. And there we go. So let's write this in a few tones. Let's say, can you write, or not can you, I still mess that up, write this article in different tones ranging from professional to casual. Then I paste in the post and then I put it in. And it gives me the professional. So it's going to be much more clear. It's going to be very concise. It's not going to have extra words. It's not going to have casual words. It's going to be very clear cut and very easy to understand on a professional level. It's awesome just seeing it work. I mean, I hardly slept last night because I was seeing how many questions I could ask it. I actually crashed the system because I put in too much information last night. So I learned my lesson there to tone it down a bit and just ask it questions. But so we have, let's say now, a relaxed tone. Let's say a relaxed motivational tone as you're talking to a friend.
No habla inglés, bro. Can you give me Spanish?
You want español? Maybe español. And instantaneously goes right to Spanish. And I have actually checked this because I had my doubts about the perfection of the conjugations and everything that especially Spanish includes. And there's much more complex languages while translating. And it was perfect on Google Translate. So I tried it for about 15 different articles in Spanish, and it was perfect every time. And another point I want to cover is obviously you see the value of it. It can rewrite, it can make it more simple, more complex. You can talk about your tone, and you can fix all these like general things. But let's say you just don't understand something. For a long time, the idea of the blockchain always made sense to me because it plays the validation, because that's what I'm doing with my company essentially. But how does it work? Like, how does it really work? Say, give me specific information on how the blockchain works. And instead of looking through Google and trying to find search results and piecing them together, this is going to give you a summary of exactly how the blockchain works in 10 seconds. I mean, this gives me information faster than I can actually load search results at my farm because of my Wi-Fi. So it's incredible. And I have learned an incredible amount of this in 8 hours, and I can't imagine what I'm going to learn from it in a month of using this. And it's completely, you can automate this, you can have it on your post, you can use it on all social medias. It rates 100% unique answers. So, but within the same context of what you want to write. And a big thing this morning, it's like Dad mentioned, it only takes 30 seconds to make a post because it's already made for you. And like a thing, because he's the CEO, he has to make those posts for you. And I have to do that for my company as well. And luckily I get a little bit easier than my dad because I have AI on my side now. But this morning I was really groggy when I woke up. I woke up early, hadn't had my cup of coffee yet, and I wanted to post something on social media about like on LinkedIn and Twitter. So what I did, I went into my personal chat. I was like, hey, can you write for recruiting process like in with like in comparison to my company and how my company will benefit student athletes for the future? It wrote 500 words in 10 seconds and I just posted online, and then I made my cup of coffee. And that it was 100% original post. It was almost faster than just copying and pasting because it was 100% original. It didn't mess up a single word of what I wanted to post. It talks like me. And tip I can give you, if you want it to speak a certain way, a certain perspective, a certain like style, I would say, put your own information, like put your own style of writing in there, because it's going to pick up exactly how you write and write just like you. So it's not going to, like, one day you're not going to be posting like your own writing, then the next day you sound like a super genius that nobody understands. It's going to understand how you write, and it's going to write just like you, which I think is one of the coolest features because it feels human. It's not human at all, but it feels like you're posting it. You are genuinely creating that content and posting it. And it gives you a huge competitive advantage for social media and just being genuine online without the time consuming like act of actually creating the information. And yeah, that's I mean, honestly, like, I could give you a whole tutorial and everything else, but talk to it like a human. And that's my biggest tip I can give you is it's smarter than you, it's faster than you, it knows more. I mean, it's incredible, the applications for this. And the question I would ask yourselves is, how can you use this to better yourself within DataBank.me? And those are the types of questions that you need to ask yourself, because the minute you can get those questions on paper, you can start asking the AI and he's going to give you incredible answers. It might give you better answers than my dad. But that's that kind of concludes what I have to say. And I have not read chat this entire time. But I hope everybody understands. If you have any questions for me, I'd be happy to do a example or anything like that. So just let me know.
Awesome. Thanks, Davis. Appreciate you. Folks, that's an awesome software. And, it's going to give us the ability to really expand into multiple languages. And yeah, he's right. If you ask it to write a more compelling email than I've written, or a more compelling email that will give you a higher conversion rate, this software will do its best to create content. It's really an amazing software. And when you think about the opportunities it provides all of us, we can post original content. Maybe you want to start a blog, or you've got a Facebook group and you see an article. I mean, Davis, you could take an article from CoinDesk and say, rewrite this article, and there you go. Write an email about Super Wallet and use of the blockchain. It's taking everything that Davis has already typed in there, and it's actually creating the email for you. Okay. So this is something, it's obviously in beta right now. It's current up to 2021, so it doesn't have any information from 2022 in it, but that's enough. I mean, it's what we need to really take our business to the next level. So I want to thank you all for being online today for this training. We're at probably an hour and a half. Yeah, we're at an hour and a half. So I'm going to wrap it up here, and just thank you for being online with us today. We had an amazing following online today. And just in the future, folks, the chat is not for customer service. We do answer questions. And I want to be very clear. We're a very small team. So if you're not willing to watch videos, if the answer is in our videos and you're not willing to watch videos, you're not going to get the answer you're looking for. Okay. We're looking for early adopters, people that can put their own pants on, right? Okay. So it's very clear. I'm going to be very clear and very stern that this meeting is for new people. It's not for your complaints. Your complaints can go to support@databank.me. And we send out an automated email, which has a link to all the videos. And the important thing you need to understand is if the answers in those videos, if I read a customer service question or Kelly reads it or whoever's answering the customer service questions, if it's in that auto response email, you will not get a response from us. We don't have time to work with people that can't put their own pants on. Okay. We're looking for people that want to build a business, watch videos, invest time in the business to learn it. This is not a get rich quick easy. It's not a get rich quick fast. I mean, 5 years is fast to me in all reality. So I want you to know that from a leadership standpoint, the 42 people that are on here, I'm giving you some advice. If you want the answers, watch the videos. Okay. There are some people that say, oh, I can't, my trust wallet's not working. Well, it's probably not on the Binance chain. You need to go reconnect your wallet. I have a video for that. Okay. Go watch the trust wallet setup and you'll see that when you go through the connection process, for some reason, the trust wallet defaults to Ethereum. Okay. You got to change it to Binance. Otherwise, you won't be able to upgrade somebody. And that's something that as you go through the training, unfortunately, the cryptocurrency industry is really not user-friendly yet. And we're going to do our best to create a user-friendly app where anybody can do it, even somebody that can't put on their own pants. We're going to try and create something at that level. Okay. So, when you come to these meetings, I want to be very clear. If you put customer service questions and you ignore my post, I will block you from the meeting. Okay. And I don't mean to be a jerk, but if Anthony Miller brought some new people to this meeting, he didn't want to hear your complaints. Okay. Especially when they could have been answered by the support email. So I want to give you a little heads up as we develop these meetings. We're developing a very exciting revolutionary product. Is it perfect? No, it's not. I'll be the first one to admit it. Are we ahead of schedule? No, we're not. Okay. But the reality is we're building something nobody else has ever built before. Have you seen this anywhere else on the internet? No, you haven't. Okay. We're the ones creating this vision. And sometimes we have bumps in the road. MetaMask made a change to their wallet. We were pumping MetaMask, use MetaMask. Well, they didn't update to their wallet. And guess what happened? It wrecked our system. And so one of the things that we're doing as a company is we're working on creating a way where we have no third-party dependencies. Even Zapier, the company that we use to transfer the information from the auto webinar to our database, sometimes it fails. Well, that's not good because then the person doesn't get their welcome email. Okay. We've got to create our own auto webinar system to where we have that set up, and we're working on that right now. But there will be a point at the end of this year, the people that have vision, that have patience, that understand the early adopters. You're 2009 in Bitcoin right now with us. That's where you are right now. And some of you are going to look back and say, God, I sold 50 million tokens for $39. I'm such a freaking idiot. You're going to do that. And I don't quit. I've been crushing this thing. I've been working on it, and all the other deals that have come into Africa and India and the Philippines and all these 10% a month deals, they have wiped people out. They have left a horrible taste in people's mouths about cryptocurrency. We need to fix that. And that's what I'm committed to. And I tell you, I work every day, 20 hours. And you guys know I'm online all the time. I'm online at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm online all the time, fixing these things and focusing on what we're going to do to make this a winning company. And that's my commitment to you, because guess what? I'm 54 and this is the last team I ever want to build. Okay. And I'll be very clear about that. And so 2022, we all stared down the barrel of a double barrel shotgun this last year. It was the hardest year in crypto. And guess who's still standing? We are. Okay. And we're going to continue to stand. We're going to continue to innovate, and we're going to create the #1 super wallet in the world. And the people who follow us are going to make a ton of money, because when we have, like the other day, we had $168 of buying volume and the token went up 5%. Wait till that's $1,600. Wait till that's $16,000. Our whole model is built off you all doing your 15-day challenge and signing up, like Oak Woodley signed up 7 people in a day, because he has the courage to post. He has the courage to stay with it. That's the guy that's going to be president of Africa all over. He's going to be the one that we back, because he had our back the whole time as we've navigated through this very difficult environment. Okay. I know some of you want your Lambo in 90 days. Well, wake up and smell the coffee. That reality in crypto is gone. You might get it in 5 years, 1,825 days. There's nothing wrong with that. But every single one of you, whether you're in Nigeria and you got no shoes to your feet, or whether you're in the Philippines, or whether you're in Vietnam, or you're in wherever you are, Thailand, anybody will have the opportunity to lift themselves out of poverty with this company. And that's my commitment. My commitment is to wallet holders, free enrollments. A certain percentage of those free enrollments are going to turn into paid members. Those paid members are going to be early adopters. They're going to roll with the punches. They know what's Muhammad Ali's favorite saying: doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, it matters how many times you get up. And we get up every time. And we've got something very exciting. We are going to, there's just not any good crypto opportunities out there right now that are biz ops. And we have one of the few that actually follows the compliance, legal compliance of not selling tokens with the package. The minute you do that, you created a security. We don't sell you tokens with the package. We sell you a software suite that gives you the ability to go out there and earn tokens by generating data. We are rewarding you for generating data. Okay. And that means exercising, shopping, all the great things that you're going to have a piece of. So I'm very excited, but I want you to know, folks, this is a leadership talk. This is a get down to brass knuckles, brass tacks, maybe brass knuckles sometimes, but we're here to win it. And I hope you're in it to win it as well, because I know I am. And I know we check all 5 boxes. We have everything we need to win. And this company is committed to creating 10 apps that reward you all for building your very valuable data bank. So I want to thank you for being online today. Davis, thanks for your great training. Those that, hey, you might think you want to go out and play right now. You might want to go watch TikTok. You know what you ought to be doing? You ought to load ChatGPT and get used to it, because that's what's going to make us a dynamic leadership team. It's going to give us the ability to win big and start opening more countries. Now is the time to start opening countries. It's a big deal. We're at the right place at the right time. The Bitcoin halving is coming up in 2024. This should be a rally year, but you know what? Even if it's not, we're going to grind, and we're going to make this the #1 super wallet in the world. Thanks for your time, everyone. Appreciate you being on board. As always, live healthy, be wealthy, and we'll see you on Monday.